Market's not doing so well overall today, but one stock that is doing well, Google. You can see Google right there, up about 0.8, 0.9% there, 813. Every time this stock goes up, though, it is a fresh all-time record for Google shares. They're up a little more than that. This is, it's funny. It's not a stock that gets talked about as much as, say, Apple, Groupon, some of these real rah-rah momentum stocks, right? But Google right now is kind of the golden child of the tech world. Good morning. This is the Markets Hub. I'm Paul Vini, along with my compatriot, Steve Russolillo.
So Google, amazing.
Steve, did you use a Google product this morning?
I did a couple of Google searches. Yeah, why not?
You use Chrome, right?
Yeah, I use Chrome. Absolutely.
There you go.
And I think that's the point too here is that so this stock keeps moving up, and since last summer, it's basically just gone vertical now. And it's not just a search company anymore. And this is sort of the big story that everyone has known for quite a few years now. But they're moved into mobile. They have Chrome. They have all these different areas within tech, and it's all clicking for them right now, and it's reflected in the stock price. And so, as you mentioned, Apple gets so much attention because of their big tumble. Groupon, social media in general, it's been a really rough ride. But Google is the one outlier here and the one outlier to the upside for sure.
And it's interesting, right? Because it's coming. I know the markets in general are doing very well, but not today. They're not doing well.
Right.
Google's still doing well. The question, of course, though, is at $800, at $814 a share, are they going to face the same thing that Apple faced?
Exactly.
Apple hit 700, and it becomes a psychological thing with stocks at these levels. The price is it's enough to keep new investors from wanting to buy it because it's so expensive.
It's so high. And it's so high. It's a
right.
psychological thing because the actual valuation of the company isn't that high. The price to earnings multiple for Google is relatively in line with its competitors. So you can make the argument that the stock has even more room to run. And there are a couple analysts who've already put $1,000 price targets. But psychologically, you're absolutely right because that's just a lot of money for one share. That's more than $800.
It's weird because Google's rise, it hasn't been the same as it was with Apple.
Right.
Apple, it was meteor. It was like a meteor. It was everyone was talking about. This has been kind of quiet.
And so the quieter it is, that more evidence that it could keep going higher.
Now let's talk about the markets in general today. Another case of the Monday. So the stock market. This is the weirdest pattern.
It's unbelievable.
This is one of the weirdest patterns.
So the Dow has been down every Monday so far in 2013. And the trend is continuing today, as you can see on the chart. Now it's down 50 points. Now, the Dow has been up every Friday. And we had an update of this past Friday. And so now down again. So it's just following these similar patterns. And there's really no rhyme or reason behind it. Even talking to a few people, they're like, it's just one of these strange anomalies that, could continue or it may not continue. I know that's not the most insightful thing, but it's just so strange right now to see that this pattern, this trend is continuing. And going back to what we were saying about Google, I guess the more people that talk about it, maybe that's when the trend will come to an end. So we'll see.
The bad thing is it keeps us on watch for the record.
Exactly.
You kind of want this thing to just happen and get over with.
Exactly. Down now about 150 points away, between 120 and 150 points away from the record. So, we are still on watch.
Still on watch. Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you.